Bank of England chief says crypto has no intrinsic value following the collapse. Governor of the Bank of England, or BOE, Andrew Bailey, has cautioned cryptocurrency investors that they run the risk of losing all of their money because unbacked crypto assets have no intrinsic value. But what prompted him to say this? What are the Bank of England's crypto plans? Is the crypto market in turmoil? Hey folks, welcome back to Crypto World. We are back with another interesting video. Today, we are going to talk about why the Bank of England chief says crypto has no intrinsic value following the collapse. So without any further ado, let's get into this video right away. The Celsius fallout has prompted Bank of England chief Andrew Bailey to warn again about crypto investing. He told lawmakers Monday that crypto investors should be prepared to lose all of their money. Crypto markets were disturbed by crypto lender Celsius saying it had seized account withdrawals and transfers. Bailey told the Public Accounts Committee on June 13th, if you want to invest in these assets, that's fine, but be ready to lose all of your money. He also said people may still want to buy them because they have a value that comes from outside of themselves, but they don't have any value on their own. This morning, we saw another crypto exchange blow up. When he talked to the MPs on the committee, he also said that artificial intelligence tools could be a way to set up automatic controls on cryptocurrencies that could be dangerous. Bailey said there are a lot of bad people in the crypto world and that AI could be used to get rid of them automatically and quickly. Bailey's comments came as the prices of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were falling after Binance temporarily stopped all withdrawals, citing extreme market conditions. Bitcoin, the biggest crypto token in the world, hit its lowest price in 18 months. It fell as much as 17% in less than 24 hours to $22,603 and is down more than 49% this year. Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency, fell 17% to $1,213, its lowest level since February of last year. When he was at the helm of the UK's financial regulator, the BOE head was questioned by MPs on the PAC about his role in the British Steel pension scheme scandal. Bailey has justified some of the actions taken by the Financial Conduct Authority during the height of the steel sector pension scam, which affected thousands of workers. From 2016 to 2020, he was the head of the Financial Conduct Authority. At that time, it came out that thousands of steelworkers had been given bad advice to move out of their defined benefit pension scheme. Bailey defended the delayed ban, which fueled pension transfer mis-selling when questioned by Nick Smith MP about whether the FCA put a ban on continent charging too late. When clients pay for advice if they go through with a pension transfer, this is called continent charging. We looked at the market as a whole, and there was evidence that the alternatives were also missold, he said. FCA did the right thing by reviewing files in detail so that the compensation review could be more thorough. According to the FCA, 641 companies charged based on how well they did, while 373 companies did not. There were 335 companies that couldn't join because they used different ways to charge. Tata Steel, which owns British Steel, was having financial problems in 2017. As part of a restructuring of the BSPS, members were asked to make decisions about their pensions. About 8,000 members ended up moving out of the scheme, which cost about £2.8 billion in total. But it didn't take long for people to worry about whether the transfers were a good idea. This led the financial watchdog to step in, which caused some advice firms to stop giving transfer advice and others to go out of business. Lawyers think that the mess could end up costing as much as £300 million in liabilities. When asked if it's okay that only one company has been fined in the 5 years since the BSPS started, Bailey said he couldn't say. Since about 4 years ago, about 30 cases have been going on. Under pressure, Bailey agreed that more law enforcement resources could have been used to deal with unscrupulous advisors who are going after BSPS members, but said that those resources would have had to come from somewhere else. In March, the National Audit Office said that Bailey, who was in charge of the FCA at the time, didn't know much about the market. It came to the conclusion that 263 pension scheme members have lost £18 million in compensation so far because of financial advisors going out of business and the limits on compensation that are in place now. Even though we don't know how much each steelworker lost, the average loss for each person who filed a claim with the Financial Services Compensation Scheme was £82,600. So, why did Celsius Network halt withdrawals, which prompted the BOE chief to say this? Celsius Network, a cryptocurrency lending company, halted withdrawals and transfers due to what appeared to be a liquidity issue. This happened when the price of Bitcoin dropped to levels seen before the pandemic. Celsius, which gave customers high returns on their deposits, is the latest cryptocurrency company to fail because of the worsening economy. Less than a month after the Terra Luna stablecoin network broke down, this happens. Celsius works a lot like an unregulated bank in that it gives people high interest rates in exchange for deposits of cryptocurrency and then lends those deposits to other Celsius users. Celsius says that its loans are backed by Bitcoin, but not all of them are, and there's no guarantee that it will be able to pay customers back if a lot of people want to withdraw their money at once. This is especially worrying because the price of Bitcoin has dropped by 40% in the past year. Alex Mashinsky, co-founder and CEO of the company, has spent years accusing critics of spreading FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt about the liquidity of Celsius Network's cryptocurrency. Mike, do you even know one person who has trouble getting off Celsius? This question was sent to venture capitalist Mike Dudas on Twitter on June 11th. Why do you keep putting out FUD and wrong information? The next day, on June 12th, Celsius stopped withdrawals because of severe market conditions. Since then, the value of a coin made by Celsius called CEL has gone down by 32%. Now, what are the Bank of England's crypto plans? The deputy chief of the Bank of England, John Cunliffe, also talked about how the Bank of England thinks about stablecoins and digital currencies issued by central banks. The Bank of England set up a task force in April 2021 to look into the possibility of a CBDC. Cunliffe said the one thing that is being looked into is whether to make an independent CBDC with an on or off ramp to fiat or something that is flexible enough to be used in private stablecoins. The question is whether it would be better to have private stablecoins that are better in some ways and then link back to a central bank ledger, or should we make ground, Cunliffe said. The Bank of England said earlier this year that it would step in to keep stablecoins from going down if an issuer reached systemic scale fail. It came after the governor of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, said in June 2021 that stablecoins should be regulated the same way banks are. Now, let's discuss if the crypto market is in turmoil. According to CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency, has lost about 70% of its value since November, when it was worth about $70,000. It is now worth $20,720. The total market capitalization of all digital assets, which was once close to $3 trillion, has also dropped a lot in the last 8 months, dropping below $1 trillion earlier this month due to the collapse of the Terra ecosystem and a liquidity crisis at several large crypto firms. The crash has sent shockwaves through the crypto industry. As a result, many companies are cutting staff or finding other ways to save money. With the business climate getting worse, the value of many established crypto companies has also gone down. For example, in November 2021, Coinbase, one of the biggest players in the crypto industry, had a market capitalization of almost $90 billion. Company's market cap says that since then, the company's value has dropped by more than 4 times to $13.59 billion as of today. Cunliffe is the latest high-profile figure to weigh in on how recent Bitcoin developments may affect crypto enterprises. Mark Cuban, the billionaire owner of the Dallas Mavericks and an investor in several crypto projects, recently joined the conversation. He said that companies that were kept alive by cheap, easy money but didn't have good business prospects will disappear. So, this was all about this video. I hope you like the information given in the video, and if you have anything on your mind, feel free to comment below. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get the notification of the latest updates on the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching!